Rhea Ripley reacts after WWE breaks the internet ahead of the Netflix premiere of Raw. Rhea Ripley has reacted to WWE breaking the internet ahead of the Netflix premiere of Raw. The Stanford-based promotion just lit up the Los Angeles night sky with an incredible drone show. The drone show in question was an advertisement for Raw's impending move to Netflix, which is just a few hours away. The show featured some iconic WWE-related logos, including those of WWE itself and several other superstars. Rhea Ripley was one of the superstars whose name flashed lightning purple in the dark skies. The former Women's World Champion seemed to be caught off guard by this display and shared her reaction on X. For someone as vocal as Ripley, the reaction was pretty muted. She responded to the video with a simple, "So cool," but she did display a bit of emotion, as the message was accompanied by a crying emoji and the rock-on hand sign emoji as well. WWE definitely knows how to hype up a show, and it seems like they pulled out all the stops for Raw's Netflix debut. With the show now just a few hours away, the excitement continues to grow for what promises to be an epic night. Rhea Ripley will go head-to-head with Liv Morgan at Raw on Netflix. The drone show isn't the only thing that will be exciting for Rhea Ripley ahead of Raw's move to Netflix. The Eradicator has a huge match against Liv Morgan on the night, one that could shape the rest of her 2025. Why? Because the Women's World Championship is on the line. This match will be the third one-on-one match the two superstars have been involved in since Morgan became champion. It could also very well be Ripley's last chance to pry her title away from the woman who stole Dirty Dominik Mysterio from her. It is sure to be an epic match between two of the best today in WWE. This is a blood feud like no other, and it will be interesting to see who comes out on top on the night. To the victor will go the spoils, but perhaps more importantly, their pride is on the line. WWE Rumor Roundup. New setup for Raw debut, Becky Lynch vs. Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton heel run, and more. Let us discuss the top rumors this week ahead of the debut episode of WWE Raw. The historic debut episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix is now just a few hours away, and speculations among fans have reached their peak. Among the anticipation, multiple rumors among fans have been circulating on social media. I end today's edition of the Rumor Roundup. We look at some of the latest rumors among fans regarding the new setup for the premiere episode of the Red Brand. A rematch between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley, WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton's heel turn, and more new setup for Raw Netflix premiere. The Red Brand will make its historic debut on the streaming giant Netflix on January 6th. This will mark the first time since the Red Brand's debut in 1993 that it will no longer be available on traditional television. The debut episode of the Raw is set for the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Per PW Insider, WWE will feature a complete 360-degree seating setup inside the Intuit Dome for Raw's Netflix debut episode tomorrow. There will be a smaller entrance stage, and a new style of announce table is expected. This is going to be special. According to reports from PW Insider, WWE is updating the Intuit Dome for Raw's Netflix debut, featuring a 360 degrees seating configuration, a compact entrance stage, and a redesigned announce table, promising an immersive experience for fans. Becky Lynch vs. Rhea Ripley rematch. The man Becky Lynch has been absent from the WWE since her contract expired in June 2024. However, her recent appearance in the promo video for WWE on Netflix has signaled her return. Although there has been no official word for her return as of now, expect a Becky Lynch vs. Rhea Ripley rematch very soon. Ibu of Wrestle Purists at Backup Hangman, January 4th, 2025. According to reports from Ibu of Wrestle Purists, fans can expect a Becky Lynch vs. Rhea Ripley rematch very soon. This probably means that the Grand Slam champion will probably return very soon. Ripley, on the other hand, is scheduled to clash with Liv Morgan where the Women's World title is on the line. Ripley is looking to recapture the title which she never lost and had to vacate the title due to an injury caused by Liv Morgan. Tiffany Stratton's heel run. Tiffany Stratton recently created history when she cashed in her MITB contract on the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax on the January 3rd episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Stratton successfully landed the prettiest moonsault and pinned Jax to become the women's champion in less than a year since her main roster debut. That I've been informed that Tiffany Stratton is still not listed on the internal babyface roster after winning the WWE Women's Championship on #SmackDown. pic.twitter.com/v8ecsrsfi. Dr. Chris Featherstone, Ph.D. at CRIPPLED, January 4th, 2025. According to Chris Featherstone, Stratton is not listed as a babyface in WWE's internal roster, which means the newly crowned champion will start her title run as a heel on the blue brand. The WWE legend and Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan recently shocked fans when he appeared in a promo video for Saturday night's main event, which was played during the January 3rd episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Hogan's appearance in the promo led many fans to believe that he might be returning on January 6th. Recent reports from PW Insider and Chris Featherstone have confirmed these rumors, revealing that Hogan is indeed set to appear during the premiere show at the Intuit Dome. #WRaw on Netflix News. The Rock's involvement on the show is that he will be cutting a promo. Hulk Hogan is scheduled to appear. He will be cutting a promo as well. John Cena will also be appearing and cutting a promo to hype his farewell tour. Steve Austin was pic.twitter.com/VXQWQXDFPL. Dr. Chris Featherstone, Ph.D. at CRIPPLED, January 5th, 2025. Furthermore, Fightful Select noted that WWE has been exploring the possibility of bringing in Hogan for select appearances, and his appearance on the premiere show may be one of them. Triple H reveals new commercial strategy for Raw and SmackDown. Triple H recently discussed WWE and Netflix's stance on commercials during Raw broadcasts on the streaming platform in an appearance on the Pressbox podcast. Look, laughs. My guess on their part would be money is part of this. They're paying us a lot of money. They're in the business of making money, so they've got to have ad times and they fit to sell things, even though it's a subscription product. There's other factors that go into that for them. For us, to some degree, it's a funny thing. Sometimes they tell us, for whatever reason, hey, you can have the entire first hour commercial free. I know that nobody out there that watches the show, unless they do television, will understand this because they hear this and think, that's the most ridiculous thing ever. Commercial-free live television is incredibly difficult. People don't understand that. To be able to go from, this match ends, you got to get them out of the arena, you got to go backstage, you got to go to this other stuff, you got to be ready to go on every single thing in real time in that moment. If something crashes, if somebody gets injured, there's no place to go. There's no commercial to go to that. There's no, hey, we can go to this. You can only go to so many backstage segments. If they're not ready to go, something happens and you got to get out in the ring. If no one's ready to go, all right, just run a package or something. It's incredibly